Okay. Hello, my name is Leibel Ralston, and it's time for another video. We are going to do a live plan with me today, so it's going to take a little bit because I take forever when it comes to planning. And so you can put me in the background and just watch me create here. I'll be using some Pink and Main, some clear photopolymer stamps. This one is called Ladybug Garden. All right. And I have some VersaFine inks in here. I also have some blending brush. I'll be using some Faber-Castell gelatos to create some green background here at the bottom, here, and then I'll grab my baby wipes. Now, I have some markers set aside. I also have some markers in here. I don't know which colors. I think I have this beautiful, like, summer. Ooh, ew, there's a hair in there. Yeah. Uh, sorry. Summer colors, maybe pink, yellow, orange. These are my colors. I love these colors. Kind of like similar to this. So we have those. And then I also have my gold Faber pencils. This is what I love to color. Especially I don't have to worry about bleed through, anything like that. So I just use pencils. I love using these. So I'll set them on the side as well. All right. I think we're good. I'm also going to be using some Pitt Artist pens. Maybe I'll add some doodling in here and all that. What else? What else? I should have prepared much better, but I didn't. So here we are. Baby wipes to clean my stamps. All right, I'll just set that aside. All right, I'm using an insert from Filofax. This is their minimal insert right here. And then what I do for an easy in and out, instead of opening up my ring binder, I just cut a slit in the middle of my punched holes. So look how easy that is. And that just makes it easy to get my inserts, because I never want to do any type of decorating or planning in my planner, in my binder, just because to not get it dirty and all that. So I'll just set this aside and I'll concentrate using just the inserts in here like that. All right. Where do we begin? Oh, hold on. I want to begin with the background in here. I know I have a stencil somewhere that's for like grass and all that. But since I don't have it, I'm just going to create a hill. But I need some papers. Hold on. I'll just set some paper in here. Oops, sorry about that. All right. Underneath so I don't thoroughly hurt my desk. Let me see. I'm so sorry. I am so bad. Like this. I'll set these markers aside. And I'll get the blending. Now, when it comes to blending the gelatos, you can use your fingers, really, and blend away, because our fingers, they have this, some oils in there, some moisture in there. But you can also use the baby wipes is another way I like to use it. Or you can, if you have like a spray bottle like this, you can just kind of like moisten your brush, and then it will just much be easier to blend. And so I will just apply the gelatos directly on top of my brush like this. Like that. And I'll just blend away. And I'll create like hills. So I'll go do the swooping motion like this. Back and forth, back and forth. And I'm going really gently with my brush. So I'm just go back and forth like that. So this is just a nice way to add some colors in your planner. without having to think too much, you know. No overthinking here. We're just playing and having fun. And then I'll repeat the same process here. So just a swooping motion. Go gentle. Sometimes you have to put your pointer finger here to have a better control. Like that. Because this cute stamp set from Pink and Maine, it has like little ladybugs. It's so cute. It has like florals. And so I thought it's like so nice to add some green at the bottom to create and complete the scene. So now I'm just adding a little bit more pressure to get more of the gelatos in here. Like that. So I know I have a little bit more green in there, so I'm just using what I have left. And I'll add some more here as well by adding just slightly more pressure. And I'm concentrating on the really bottom part, not on the top part, because I want this to have a beautiful gradient, a much better gradient. So I'm concentrating here at the bottom. So adding more darkness and more depth to here. So just here. Just make sure you hold your paper so you don't end up ruining it, because papers there can be like really sensitive, especially this one is not thick. So you just want to hold it really so you have a better grasp like this. Like that. I think I'm happy with that. Right now, if I want to add some clouds, you know what? I don't know where my stencils are. I usually have a stencil and I don't know where they're at. I usually can create like beautiful layering of clouds in there. So I'm not even going to attempt to create some clouds. I'll probably just use a marker or a pencil for a more precise image. So I'm just going to clean my brush. Just in case I use it later, then I know it's not going to have any green left in there. And so there. Set that aside. Now let's pull that cute stamp set. What do we have? It's so cute. Again, this is from Pink and Maine, and this is called the Ladybug Garden. I miss designing stamp set. Look at this flower right here. I think it's going to look so cute. Over here, put it here on our Sunday page, maybe. Clean that up. And those look cute little bugs. It's so cute. They're so adorable. All right. So when your stamp sets are new, no matter if they're acrylic, they're photopolymer stamps, you always want to just kind of like make an impression in a copy paper first before going directly straight in your page, just to avoid any, mishaps. And so I'm going to grab my acrylic and I'm going to go pick up some of the bugs that I like to use for sure. This one flying, this one. I'm going to grab my VersaFine and I'm just going to ink it up. And then I'll just make some. Look at that perfect impression already. Wow, that is impressive. That's amazing. Love it. All right. I'll clean it up. I always clean up my stamps right after. I mean, I know I don't have to, but it's just a habit. I've just gotten myself used to cleaning up every after stamping. Wow, perfect impression right away. That's pretty darn amazing. Cool. I miss my stamps. My stamps work this way too. All right. So I think I don't have to do this. I think I can go in directly in my inserts and will not have any problems whatsoever. So let's see. Let's grab our inserts right here. All right. Some days, some weeks I feel much better designing, drawing my own, but there are some days where I feel so lazy, and this is where stamp sets are so helpful. And this one is slightly big, so we'll just find a way. I think this will be good. And then you can also use your ink pad and ink it up like this. You know, sometimes I get better impressions this way. I can really see where the inks are. If you go close, you're going to really see that you've inked up every single line in there that you have to, like that. I think we're good. And then I'm going to concentrate the florals over here in the middle part. So I'm going to hold this one like this. And I'm going to line this up like that. Because I'm going to overlap some of these florals right here. Oops. And then I'll just apply pressure. Let's put away the gelatos. I mean, how much pressure? It's really, don't press on it too much because sometimes it ruins the impression. It's not always good to just have pressure in there. And then hold the paper before you lift up. Yeah. Usually with much larger images like this, you see that also because we have some holes in there, you know, it affects that. But I'm going to repeat the same process and I'll overlap it here. So I'll just ink it up. Just like that. And then I can overlap some of the florals. I don't mind. Or do I? I think I don't. It's hard to stamp larger images like this, see? But you know what? We don't aim for perfection here. As long as it's there, we're good. Perfection is overrated. Here we go. I'm going to add these over here. Like that. I think we're good. I'll just lift it up right there. Clean the stamp set. Clean it. Clean it. I have a stamp cleaner, which of course, again, I don't know where it's at. I'm so great at that. Now let's look at the bugs again. So see what we can add in here. So cute. This one is so cute. That's the one we stamped. And then you have one sleeping bug in here. We can put it like on top of the flower, like pretend it's right there. And then this one is so cute. And you have like a bow. And then you have sentiments. And this is what I miss about having like stamps, because you can just quickly decorate your whole page. All right, I'll have the bug that is like flying away over here. And let me ink her up. And I'll just put her on a Sunday, on a Friday, suppose. Perfect. Clean it. Nailed it. And I'll pick up this sleeping ladybug right here. She's so cute. I'm going to pretend like she's sleeping on top of a flower. Uh-oh. I'm speaking with the British accent again. I'll just put her right here, maybe. I can't decide. Just like that. So cute. That's so adorable. All right, then where is my flying one? I'll put it on a Monday because you know what? Monday, you're okay. We're good. Then I'll add her here. Oh, maybe Instagram is not seeing this one right here. That is so cute. So cute. If you're watching this on Instagram, I might be having a hard time showing both sides. You might be seeing a lot of the right side now. Um, and then I'll use one more and I'll put it here on this small part right here. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you can better see the whole process. And then I'll put it right here. So cute. All right. One more. I think one more bug to fill in this left area right here. We need another bug right there. These ladybugs are so adorable. I think this one that has cute lashes would definitely need that one. Let's put it right here. And to be honest with you, you can just leave it right here. You're done, you know. But if you want to, if you feel like adding some colors, doing a little bit of coloring, you know, I think this is the process of just understanding where everything lays out. And then I'm gonna close this in because I always make a mess with my ink. I leave it open and then everything else is just, gosh, you know what happens next. And so we don't want that to happen. All right, I'm going to put away my stamps also. I don't think I will need any of the sentiments in here, but maybe. Let's look at it. Hey, sweet lady, thank you. We should hang out soon. Enjoy your special day. Sorry to bug ya, but you've been on my mind lately. Those are cute. Cute sentiments, but I don't think we can use it in our planner right now. Nothing makes sense for me to put there. So I'm going to put away my stamp. So again, if you like this stamp set, this one is from Pink and Maine. It's called the Ladybug Garden. Super adorable. I love creating scenes like this, you know, so it doesn't matter if you're not a card maker, but you like working in your journals, in your planners, then stamp set. If you're, no, you know, if you don't feel like doodling, drawing, then investing in stamp sets, I think are a great way because, you know, you can use it over and over and over again. And so that's always good. All right, I'm going to put this away also because right now we are ready to color. Now I can use my gelatos and color this in. I need a water brush to do that. But if I don't have any, hold on, let me turn this one camera on. Gelatos. My favorite way is the colored pencils. Any brand will do. It doesn't have to be this brand, of course, but I love using the Gold Faber because they are inexpensive, but they are also light fast. I mean, it's not as excellent as the Albert Dürer, but these are amazing quality as well. So I'm going to pick up some yellows and orange for my flowers. Some magenta, fuchsia, deep orange, some greens for my leaves in here. I'm just going to pick all these up right here. And this one. So the limited palette that you have, I think it will be okay because it's already going to be super busy. So if you have so many colors going on at once, I mean, sometimes it's so busy in the eye. So maybe stick to like 3 different color. So whether it's like yellow, orange, and greens, you know, or yellow, pinks, and greens, I think that's much better. So I'm going to come in. When I'm coloring, I love to get 3 different values of the same color. For example, I have the greens. I need to have a light, medium, and darkest color in there. So if I have a pink, I need to have a light, medium, and then darkest. Same, you know, so I always need to have 3. Right now, just to avoid any like thing underneath my paper, I'm just going to pick up another copy paper. So I'm just going to start coloring, and let me zoom in for YouTube so you guys can really see here. Like that. So I always start with my lightest. As you can see, I am not overthinking this. I am just coloring. Nothing. So I'm coloring in the petals first. Like that. Right? Then I'm coming in with my second, some medium value here. And I'm just going in the middle part. So I'm doing like a flicking motion using the tip of my pencil. This is so smooth. So following the direction of the petal also. So you want to continue that flow where the petal is going. So if you need to move around your paper, then move that. You know, you don't want to go all over the place, just so you can follow the flow of an image. So flip those paper. And then I'll grab a deeper orange in here. I think this is too dark, but we'll see. It's kind of like this. There. So I'm just trying to go really light on my pressure here because I don't want to pack in too much of the colored pencils. Does that make sense? Because I'm still going to go over the same colors with back to the medium and then to the lightest as well to start blending everything out. So we're not burnishing yet. We're just still adding layers to here. So if you apply pressure, you're going to start burnishing all these colors already, and I want to avoid that. So I'm just going as light as possible. All right, and then I'll go back with my medium color here. And again, kind of not too much pressure, but a little bit of pressure. Not so much though. I mean, I love coloring with colored pencils, but they can be tedious, so you need patience. So if this is a marker, I think it would be much faster. Let me adjust my brightness here. There. It'll be faster, but you know, if you're just doing this to relax, then I think you're okay. And I'm just having fun right here. And now I'm going to start burnishing all these colors. So this is the lightest color I applied. I'm going to move over all those pigments and start burnishing all of them. So apply all the pressure and then move around the pigments just like that. But I mean, look at that contrast already here. Oh, it's so pretty. Just like that. Now I am going to pick up the red one. Or is this orange? This is the orange. And I'll start adding some textures in the middle part of the flower right here. So I'm just going to go add some imperfect dots to add some textures in there. Just like that. And there. And then I failed to pick up some reds for our ladybug. I'm going to repeat the same process. I have the lightest pink in here. So I'll just start going over. And as you can see, you can color in on top of where we apply the gelatos. That's fine. And you're also not going to blend the color green in here because with gelatos, once they dry, once you blended them and once they are dry, they're actually pretty awesome. They're going to stay put in there. So you don't have to worry about like blending the first layer of color. That's why it's so perfect for mixed media. I love gelatos. So here, I'm not trying to make this overly crazy, the rest of the colors, the rest of the flowers, because I want the bigger ones to be the highlight in here. So I'm just adding here. All right, then I'll add a deeper deeper pink. And I need my sharpener. I don't have it. Yes. Like that. And I'll think I'll make the middle, this one, same colors. I'm just going to apply first layer of this really light color. This one is the 131. Sorry, I don't have the name, but it's just a number system for the pencils. Like that. The same what we did earlier. I'm just going to follow the flow of the flower like this. And just using a flicking motion, concentrating in the middle part, bringing it outwards like that. Just like that. And I think I'll add some like that. Hey, I didn't mean to do that. Sometimes my hands are so heavy. Not sometimes, most of the time, which I get so frustrated about. Because they get so heavy and here. Then I'll go over with the medium color. Just kind of burnish and smooth out the blending. Just like that. And then I'll repeat the same thing, concentrating at the bottom of these flowers. Sorry, Instagram, you should be shaking because the thing is connected to my desk and I move around my desk, but on YouTube, I have a different setup for my camera, so it doesn't get affected when I move my table. All right, then I'll just start adding colors. I don't think I'm going to color every single floral in here, actually. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not decided. I haven't decided yet. But see how much different it look. Can't speak. How much different it looks when it's like colored, when your thing is colored in. It's just so pretty. It's like you brought it to life. And I love it. I love it so much. All right. All right. The more you talk, the more I speak, the more I slow down in what I'm doing. So if I'm just doing this without going live, I think I would have finished both already, both pages. Or maybe not. Because most of the time I like to take the time and really enjoy and be in the moment. Because what is the purpose of all these? For us to really have fun in here. You know, I'm just going to put all of these in my hand so I can avoid it from rolling all over the place. Again, following that flow of each petals. From lightest to medium to the darkest. Oh, move them around. Sorry. I'm trying, I promise. This one is the darkest color. And that's why having a sharpened pencil is so helpful when you're coloring, and especially smaller images like this. When you have a sharpened pencil, the tip, it'll be much easier to do any flicking techniques like this. So always have your sharpener close by. Right now I'm going to go back in with my medium and I'll start semi-burnish. Like that. And I'll go in with the lightest. So you have a shadow, you have your midtones, you have your highlights. And I think that's what makes an image even more interesting when it has, some depth to it. Then you have like, see? And then I'll repeat the same process. We'll add that texture in the middle. So just adding some dots in here like that. I think that's so cool. I'll add some colors to my green. Hold on, let me do this. Like that. So adding some small details in here. Fine, I'll color this in just one color. I don't have to do any special blending in these ones. Maybe a little bit. I couldn't help myself, couldn't I? I still added those. I didn't want to. I said I wouldn't, but I'm doing it. Like that. Then I'll do the same thing here. Okay, I'm going to finish this right page right here, and then I'm going to stop the live from Instagram so I can just concentrate on YouTube. So if you're watching this on Instagram, you might want to go hop on my YouTube as well, because I'm going to concentrate on YouTube and finish this whole page right there. I mean, this whole spread, I should say. Now I'm just adding some red to my ladybug. She's so adorable. She's so cute. And as you can see, I'm doing like short strokes of short, small strokes. And this way, I'm also adding texture when I'm doing that instead of like large strokes. But I wanted to add some texture. And so using short strokes like this, that helps tremendously. And sometimes going in different directions as well. Definitely a different look, you know. It's more like a whimsical look. So if you're like, it's like these children books. And so that's the lightest color. Now I'm going to go back in and do a darker shade, right? And again, just using the tip and adding short, small strokes. So I'm going to leave some light areas. I'm not going to color the whole thing. Especially around the dots. I'm going to go concentrate here. Just like that. I'll repeat the same process. I'll go over here. So cute. And then what else is the color of the ladybug? I'm just going to play. I'll add these. But although probably it's kind of like golden, you know, really. The real ladybug, there's like a light brown to it. So I'm going to color her in with this, using this light peach. So cute. She's so cute. Her face is so cute. And then maybe I'll color that red, the inside. Excuse me, lady. I love it. All right. And so now we'll go on to the next page. But everyone that joined on Instagram, thank you so much. Please hop on over to the YouTube so you can finish watching this whole page right here. All right, let me fix her camera now. So we have our left and right, our right is done with all the coloring. And so I'm going to go, hold on one second. All right, find our lightest. I'm going to try not to talk a whole lot so we can enjoy this process together. We can just color in. Let's start. And here we go. That's the lightest. And then this is why I don't like using stickers, because when I'm coloring, it leaves that mark. When I have stickers on the back side of the page. And so that was the reason why I stopped using stickers. But I love stickers. They make planning so much faster. But again, it leaves this like mark. There's like a bump on that back side. Like that. So go over the middle value color. Come back in with the lightest one. And then we start burnishing. I love it. That's so pretty. All right, now I'm going to proceed to our pink shade. So these ladybugs are so adorable. They're so cute. Sorry. All right. Okay. And we'll have the middle and darkest. Is that it? Yep. Nope, this one. So this one, since our bug is sitting on top of the flower, I'm going to make this part right here where she's sitting down a little darker in value, because naturally there's going to be a shadow in there. So I'm just going to add that. Right, and then start adding more. Like that. So hold on one second. I think that. And I'll do the same thing here, but concentrating on the middle part of her flower. Like that. If I didn't have the stamp set, I would have spent um, a longer time because I would have to draw all these florals and bugs. But since I have the stamp set, it was a much faster process. So now all I got to do is spend time with my coloring instead of sketching and then drawing, inking and all that. So this right here is helpful. All right. Then I'll go back in with my darkest shade and I'll start adding some more depth and shadow like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just like that. And then I'll go back in with the lightest color that we used here. So I'm just going to pick that up. And this is what? The burnishing. And so look at that line here. That's from the sticker from the back. And see, that's why. See that line? That is what it's from. Now, if I'm using a marker, I don't think it's going to make that mark. Maybe not as obvious or as visible as what it looks like now. But you know what? Again, who cares about perfection? We're just having fun right here. It is the whole process that matters the most. As you can hear the pencil, I'm really applying pressure in here. All right, and then I'm going to cover up with the darkest. Use some of the greens for the stems and the leaves. I'll just use the same green. Here, I'm not trying to be careful or anything. I'm just going over and working as quickly, as efficient, and as possible. I love using colored pencils because, again, I don't have to worry about bleed through. I can do a little bit of blending and all that without having to worry about, am I putting too much ink in here? Will the paper survive or after all these blending? But that's the beauty of colored pencils. You don't have to worry about those things. So I'm just hitting all the stems in here. And then I'll add some orange for some of the flowers that I want to be orange, since we only have this one orange right here. So as long as we're using the same color, the color palette, we're okay, even if the colors in here are different from the right side. I mean, I really don't mind. I'm just going some circles in here, not having to worry about too much details for those small flowers. So just making circles. Just like that. And then this one, I think I'll color it in pink just so I can have a contrast in between all these two oranges in the middle. Just like that. And then just add a little bit of contrast. Not too crazy concentrating on the blend, but just adding some colors. There we go. And then I'll do the same here. Just kind of like adding in there. What is your favorite bug? I think I love ladybugs. I just love the energy associated with the ladybugs. You know, it's like signifies good luck or things like that. So when I see a ladybug, I don't go crazy scared. But bugs scares me a little bit. I just am not into critters. I know my mother-in-law loves critters. She loves frogs. Frogs terrify me for some reason. I don't know. Maybe there's a trauma there when I was a kid, but I'm not sure. But it's like I'm so scared of frogs. It doesn't even make sense. Why would I be scared of frogs? But I am. All right, and then we add the texture in the middle. I almost forgot that part. Where's the orange? Here. Just like that. Okay, and then now we can focus on our ladybug. So cute. And also when you use stamps instead of like stickers, because even though it's a stamp set and everybody can buy the same stamp set and use it in their planners or in their journals as well, but when you use a stamp, you can really play around with the position and the placement, and and you can play around with the colors. So you can use it so differently than the others, and so it's just going to look different. You'll have personality in your planner. You're like adding your own personality in your planner. Just make it look so different. Now I should have probably used the blue for maybe a light blue for the rest of the wings and my ladybug, but I didn't. I used this peach color. This one is the 131. I love it though. I think I'll just add some darks in here. Just like that. Just adding some contrast. And here as well. And then we'll add some dark in here too. But adding some short strokes. And then I'll add a little bit of red all around my flower just to add some patterns like this. So cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I will add just like pink, actually, pink hearts all around. I'm going to take this copy paper out now. We're good with that. I gotta have hearts in these pages. I always add tiny hearts in my planners. I just love it. Definitely adding a copy paper underneath will give you a much smoother result of your colored pencils. So that's a must if you want like smooth ones. All right, so for the dates, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be zooming out. Here we go. I will use some yellow color and just create a circle. Sorry, what's that fuzzy thing? Let's create this in a circle like that. Just to add some colors here on top as well. And I'll do this from Monday till Thursday, and I'll do the Friday to Sunday in a different color. Last one, Thursday. And then the weekend, I'll use the pink one. Ooh, I think I added a darker one. Darker than I want. Okay, but all right. Can you believe it's already June 13th till 19th? I can't. I can't. I honestly can't. It's crazy. Goodness. Gosh. All right. I want to bring some color on top because you know how we have these green over here at the bottom? So maybe I'll add some yellow to the top. We'll see. Let me see. Or maybe some blue so we can have a little bit of contrast. Let me grab. So I'm grabbing two shades of blue in here. The other one is from the pastel set, the lightest one. And then we'll have the snow cone. This is from the bright set. So we have Aqua Dolce from the pastel set of the gelatos. Then we have snow cone. So I'll start with the lightest, all right? And then I'll flip my pages right here so I can easily do it. Now, again, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to spray my brush just to have a little bit of moisture, and I'll spread that water around. And then I'll apply the gelatos directly onto the into the brush, just like this. Make sure the whole brush is covered. And then I'll start blending. And then I'll really start from the outside so I don't have any marks. So here's the copy paper. This the insert. I'm going to hold the insert, make sure it doesn't do any crazy flips or anything like that. Okay, so just going round and round. So a circular motion here. Since they're colored pencils, they are oil-based. They are not going to be bothered with that water. They don't care about the water. They're not going to be bothered by it. So I really love using the oil-based colored pencils because I know I like to do mixed media, and so sometimes I add water in here, and so one of those things to think about. Um, Blending, is the colors going to be bothered like the gelobes? I didn't hold my paper enough. Like the gelatos, the first layer that we added in there, they were not bothered by us adding more colored pencils on top of them. But also, again, because the layer was so thin, and that's why it's important to kind of learn as you go along how much color do I really want to add in here, or how much gelato should I use. But I just wanted to add some colors in here, and that's why we're adding some blue on top. I'm just going over the same thing and just doing circular motion. All right, so this is really it's so pretty. It's so soft blue. Do I want to add another shade? Maybe I'll stick to this color. We won't use the snow cone after all. We'll just stick with the aqua dolce. So there. And I'm just going to apply more aqua dolce in here. Pretty. Like that. So if you are watching this video and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, or like my page, I do hope you consider subscribing if you'd like to receive more contents like this, more creative planning and journaling. Um, I would really love that. All right. Ooh, so we have some colors in here. You might not be able to see it. The camera might not be picking it up, but we're going to zoom in a little bit. Here, I know that I flipped this already, so I'm just trying to be even more careful in this part right here. So I'm just going to hold it down in the corner so I don't accidentally flip it up. And this time I'm really applying some pressure in here, concentrating on this very part right here. So we can transfer the color in there, but it's so pretty. It's just this pretty shade of aqua, a very light aqua. So gorgeous. I'm going to zoom it in so you guys can see. Has this pretty look, see? And the gradient also is so smooth. The blend is just so smooth. I mean, you don't see any harsh lines or anything, and that's why I always start from the outside before you bring in the colors in there. But it's beautiful. And so now it's not just stark white, so you can see there's like this contrast from the greens in the bottom, and then you have the light blues on top. I mean, I love it. Now I can put this in my planner. Inside my Filofax. So I'll go in the weekly area right here. And again, by cutting a slit in the middle, I don't have to worry about opening up my ring and closing it back in. You just have to put the papers in right there. And so if the ring also bothers you when you're writing down, then, cutting that slit will just really, it's so helpful. It's crazy helpful. like that. Now I have some gold marker in here from Faber-Castell. I'm just going to add some gold in the middle of this pink flower. Let me zoom that in so you guys can see this beautiful gold marker. And now it's not acrylic or anything like that. So you don't have to shake or pump that marker. You just kind of dab, dab, dab as you go along. And I'll do the same thing to the ladybug or the wing. So we can add some details in there. Oh, it's so pretty. Look. All right, then I'll repeat the same process on the other side as well. But this is mostly it. I hope that you find these contents like these helpful, entertaining. Again, if you would like and comment, it will be helpful to support this channel, my channel here. I'm grateful for you. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them if I know the answers. If not, we'll kind of figure it out together. To me, the rest of the things I will add here, maybe I'll use the marker and I'll add some beautiful script by just adding the days of the week. So Monday, like that. And then I'll do Tuesday. And then Wednesday. But then I just have to do all the planning. My Monday, Tuesday until Friday. But mostly I am done. I like to keep things, simple now. Even in my planner, I don't have a whole lot of dividers or dashboards. I just try to concentrate on staying creative in here, but at the same time, really use this planner as a productivity tool to help me stay organized in my chaotic life. But that's what this planner is all about. It keeps me creative, it keeps me productive, and all that fun stuff. But anyways, my name is Leibella Ralston. I do a lot of creative stuff here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. I do hope you consider subscribing, and also on my Facebook page. Thank you everybody for joining in. I will catch you again next time for a next video. Stay creative and stay happy. Bye guys.